Yes. Welcome back to another City Extreme. Play ratings, which is very strangely timed because we didn't expect this news this morning. I definitely didn't expect it because I was asleep. I woke up to it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so people might be a bit like, hey, yo, why the fuck are you doing play ratings? We don't care, innit? But it is what it is. We're just sticking to the formula, sticking to the way that things go, innit? So it is what it is. Also, we probably will discuss it throughout, like probably at the end of the play ratings. We'll speak a bit more about the whole situation. So we can have a little bit of a moan then about it.
Yeah. No, that's definitely the right way to do it. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, man, if you've not done so already. Let's get those likes past 100. But yeah, we'll get into the play ratings, and as Jordan said, at the end of the play ratings, we'll then have a discussion. So try and save your chat regards that towards the end, so we can actually go through it then. But we must go on. We must do the player ratings. We have to do the player ratings. We have to talk about yesterday's game and the performance and the player ratings and come to a consensus on what exactly happened there. That's the day after, bro. My sort of opinion on it, from obviously having time to think about it, was I didn't think the performance was a poor performance. I didn't think it was a great performance. I do think that the players showed a little bit of spirit and a little bit of fight. And ultimately, I just felt that now that I've had time to think about it, I just felt that the system and the way that we're playing at the moment just isn't good enough. I don't really have any problems with the spirit, fight, all that kind of wording. I think it was pretty much all fine. It was just regarding the actual performance just wasn't great, and I think largely, in my opinion, that's probably down to the system.
I think it's a full system. I think the way that we play, we've been found out completely. I think teams just know how to set up against us. I think we make it easy for the teams. Like we leave ourselves open a lot to counter-attacks. Tottenham, from the off, we're basically just walking through our midfield. We just make it easy for the teams to play against us, and that's a shame, really. But the thing is, we make it easy for other teams to attack us, but then we can't actually break them down or create anything. So it's like an L from both sides, because easy for them to get chances, not easy for us to create chances. So we're getting both ends of the stick, which is shit. But it is what it is at the moment. City haven't been playing great for a while now. It's just such a weird vibe now. Like, what do we do in the sense of tactics? I feel like Pep's just going to stick with this for forever. I think he's just going to stick with this system now till the end of the season. We got rid of our actual left back in Cancelo. It just stinks at the moment, and Spurs kind of highlighted why it stinks. It wasn't a good game to watch. It's not an entertaining football. It's by 60 minutes, bro, you wanted it to end. You was like, yeah, I'm done. I've checked out. And you did say it in the stream. You said we ain't gonna score.
No.
And we didn't.
And that's the first time in many, many years that I felt like that. Not normally with this club, and even this season. To be fair, we have done it, but I just felt like this team is not this team is not creating no chances, man. And that's why I was done at 60 minutes, man. I was just like, this ain't gonna happen.
Just seems it was just a dead game, bro. It was an absolute dead game. Shit performance. I have no question about a fight or spirit from the players. That isn't, like you say, that isn't an issue for me right now. I feel like they did the best in the sense of system, and by the end of it, said it yesterday, everyone looked like they had no idea what to do. It was like they ran out of ideas of how to even create chances. But I don't think we created one chance for Haaland in the whole game. In that whole game.
I know.
That stinks.
It's poor, isn't it? It's poor. Well, let's get into it then. A big up, not really, for the member chat. The whole football community together hates City. Can't wait to see Tears rivals after we win Champions League this season. Yes, bro.
Champions League this season and then get relegated. So we stay in Europe, but we were playing in like League One.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
Yeah.
But let's get into the player ratings. Then we'll start off with Edison. We'll go through his stats now. 90 minutes played. He made 2 saves, 2 punches, and 1 save in the box. 31 touches with 25 passes, misplaced 6 of those, and all 6 of them were long balls. I actually think that he played quite well yesterday. I thought his passing was on point, and I thought that he actually made a couple of decent saves and did quite well in the penalty area. I don't really think he could have done too much about the goal. I think it was a nice finish from Harry Kane, cutting back across the goal. And I don't really think he could have done much about that. I think he played all right yesterday. Made a couple saves.
Yeah, it was standard from Edison, wasn't it? I could say standard procedure. Like we said it during the stream as well. Like I seen a lot of Edison hate last night as well on Twitter. I don't understand why though. I don't know what he could have done different. Like I mean, you say, oh yeah, he could have saved it, but I mean, it was a great finish from Harry Kane, and he's right in front of him. Very difficult to save that. So I don't know, man. I don't think Edison did much wrong or anything wrong, to be honest.
I agree. I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, I was gonna give him a 6, just like straight down middle. I say straight down the middle. It's out of 10 in it, but leaning towards the other side. Maybe 6 is a bit harsh, but that's my thing. Actually, I'll give him a 5.1.
Yeah. Okay. Low. Big up Hart. Yeah, I seen that, bro. But obviously, we got to wait until.
Oh, Pep might resign as Man City manager. Nah. It's not like he's going to resign now. It's if the clubs. He said during the UEFA thing, the Champions League thing, that if the club had been lying to him, then he'd walk the next day. But then he did go on to say that he believes in the club and stuff like that. So I don't expect that.
If we get any super chats or member chats, we'll save them to the end regarding that, because obviously we need to get through these player ratings, man. And then at the end, we'll talk about obviously this morning's news. Right, Kyle Walker played 90 minutes yesterday. His first 90 minutes back for the club since the World Cup. He made 1 tackle, got dribbled past once, 2 out of 4 ground duels successfully, won all 3 out of his aerial duels. 84% pass accuracy, 4 crosses, 1 successful, 6 long balls, 1 successful. He also had a shot on target as well. I thought he did all right yesterday. I was quite impressed with I thought his match fitness looked a lot better. I think he certainly looked like he was match fit, and I think he played quite well in that back 3, defended well. Don't really remember too many times that he struggled defensively. And obviously, no fault for the goal. That's obviously all on Rodri, I'm sure we'll come on to. Just any time he went forward in an attacking sense wasn't great, but that's Walker. You're never going to get a great attacking performance from Walker, in my personal opinion. But defensively, did well. And the main thing for me, match fitness, looked up there. So, yeah, I think he played all right.
I think he played all right, Walker. I don't know. I had no issues with him yesterday. I think he should be looking at getting back into the team consistently now. Consistency, something we've not had all year, and I'm saying that we're going to do it now. I think Walker will be looking to get back into the team like more often than not now, though. Because end of the day, he is our first choice right back. Yeah,
no, correct. Rating wise, I'm gonna give him maybe a 7 again. I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, I was going to say 6.5 again. I think he was chill. I don't think he did anything wrong. Don't think. That's what I mean. He looked decent. Akanji then, going into the Xtra Club, by the way, give him a 5.9.
Okay,
so that's decent. Akanji then.
Yeah, Akanji, 90 minutes played. He made 1 clearance, 2 block shots, 1 block shot, 2 interceptions. He got dribbled past once. He won 3 out of his 4 ground duels, and he won 1 out of his 2 aerial duels. Had a 98% pass accuracy, 1 key pass, 1 shot on target, and 1 shot blocked there as well. Again, just a pretty sort of standard performance, I think, for Akanji. Played fairly decent. Don't really remember him doing too much wrong. Passing stats are great because all he does is pass the ball to Rodri and to Walker and to Ake. But that I guess that's what you're going to get from Akanji. But on the whole, done all right.
I thought it was good yesterday. Thought it looked good again. He's looked really good. He's looked really good from the turn of the year. Before that, was looking at it thinking, Akanji's looked a bit off it since we was kind of praising him a little bit, but then he was getting moved about quite a bit. But I think Akanji's been sound. I genuinely think he's been chill. I've had no problems with Akanji starting because I think he's looked all right. Obviously, you lack a little bit going forward in the sense of build-up play from the back, but you can't negatively rate Akanji on the basis that he doesn't do that because that's not his job. That's not. Do you know what I mean? That's not his game.
Yeah. Defensively good. We are going to suffer when he's playing at the back in a build-up play, just like we will when we play Ake, and just like we will when we play Walker. But I guess there's nothing we can do about that because Pep keeps on picking him. Didn't have anything to do with the goal. That was Rodri, and he was marking Son, so can't negatively impact him for the goal. So yeah, I'd probably go with the same sort of. Same. I
was going to say 6.5 again. I was just saying 6.5 again. I think it's absolutely chill. Is what it is. LB's quality's coming back. By the way, he was on 144p then, bro. Man's torrenting all the stuff. Man's torrenting Last of Us Rapid, isn't it? Jesse Marsh been sacked. No way, madness. To fair, didn't they just lose against Forest?
Yeah.
Unfortunate that. But yeah, Xtra Club gave Akanji a 6.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Ake, 90 minutes played, 3 clearances, 1 block shot, 1 interception. He won 2 out of his 4 ground duels, 2 out of his 3 aerial duels. 84% pass accuracy, 2 long balls, 1 successful. Again, defensively, thought he'd done all right, but this is where we're at now, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like we don't have no build-up play from the back, and that's a major issue. And Ake, Akanji, Walker, they're all part of the problem, but individually, defensively, they're all doing okay. So
that's the thing. That's the thing. The build-up play is gone from the back, but
which is massively hurting us.
Yeah. But it kind of just is what it is. It is what it is with the defensive situation now. Obviously, the whole City team as a whole is poor. It's a poor game from City. Like, I mean, not creating any chances in that. But the goal that Spurs scored was nothing to do with the defense. So, I mean, I think Ake again decent defensively. So
yeah, solid performance.
I'd just throw another 6.5 at it. I thought it was decent.
For me, one of the on a weird sort of situation, one of the worst things that's happening to our team right now, in my view, is that our defence is actually defending quite well. And the reason I say that is because Pep, because they're defending well, he ain't going to be playing Laporte. You know what I'm saying? So they're just playing because he's like, oh yeah, they're playing quite well. But what people I don't think are fully agreeing on, or maybe they don't see it, is the lack of build-up play in this team is so bad that it's causing us to lose football matches. It's causing us to lose football matches because we don't score enough goals. We are simply not scoring enough goals, and that's because our defence cannot build up from the back. They simply can't do it.
Yeah, it's just sideways, isn't it? Just give me a second, bro. I'm just going to refresh your thing because your thing is like in 10p, bro. You're like in poor YouTube quality. Hang on. Just refreshing LB, innit? I mean, it's a bit better. We'll run with that. But there you go. You're actually HDLB, love it.
I'm gonna go Ake. I'm gonna give him a 7, but let me tell you now, whilst I think he's playing really well and he's been one of our best players this season, he's one of the reasons why we are unsuccessful.
I do think he'll continue to play, though.
Of course he will play. He'll continue to play. But him and Akanji, they're both part of the problem, despite them playing well. And that might be difficult for some people to understand. But if you agree that the build-up play is the issue, they are the problem. But they're playing well. I don't say they're not playing well. I think they're playing really well. And I wouldn't really want to ask them to try and build up from the back because that'll probably cause us even more problems. But they are the problem, in my view.
Xtra Club will give him a 5.7. Which I think is a bit low considering they give a Kanji a 6.
That's really low. Yeah, it should be just on palm. So I'm giving a 7 again. I think they're all pretty much the same.
That's what I've been doing, just 6.5s across it. Rico Lewis then.
Rico Lewis played 90 minutes in the game, made 3 clearances. He made 6 ground duels, which were successful, and 3 that weren't successful. He lost possession just 8 times in the whole game. He had a 90% pass accuracy, misplacing 8 balls. So that's every time he lost the ball. Made 1 key pass and 1 dribble attempt, which was successful. Don't see really why people were getting on Rico Lewis yesterday. I thought that was very strange, in my opinion. I mean, the passing stats are great.
People keep saying he's done, innit? There's so many people in the chat yesterday who were like, nah, this guy's not made for it. People in the comments, this guy shouldn't be a City player. It's mad.
Don't see why they say that.
I think people were probably looking at the goal and thinking it was Rico's fault, but it was absolutely in no way Rico's fault. Rodri can see that he's got 2 man on him.
Yeah, it's on Rodri. It's on Rodri. I don't know. It's
completely on Rodri. I agree with this. Manchester is blue, but in the mud. As if it used to be Manchester is blue, but now it's but in the mud. That is funny. He's got caught a few times, but was good all in all. I agree. It's good all in all. Sometimes it looks a bit like he got caught out a bit, but as well, system does do that because he is committed forward a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a 7.
I was just giving him a 6.5. Well, in fact, I think it was decent. I'm gonna give it a 6.3 because I gave the others 6.5. I feel like the others were a bit more solid.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's the defence sorted. Let's move into midfield then. Let's go to Rodri. Played 90 minutes in the game. 121 touches, 106 passes with a 92% pass accuracy. 1 key pass, 11 long balls, 8 successful, 2 shots on target, 1 shot off target, and 1 dribble attempt. They've also credited Rodri with the error to the goal, so they've said it was Rodri's fault, not Rico Lewis's fault, which I completely agree with. I've got to say, guys, and it pains me to say this, I think that was Rodri's worst ever game in a Manchester City kit. I thought it was absolutely dreadful. I'm sorry to say that.
He was shocking.
That's just my honest opinion.
Man couldn't do the simple stuff. He couldn't do the simple stuff right at all. He was getting done. I remember a time where Son literally just ran rings round him. Literally just running with the ball. Didn't do no skills or anything like that. He just ran round Rodri. Rodri just chasing shadows, man. He was shit yesterday. He was terrible, but and cost us a goal as well, just to add on to the top of it. Do you know what I mean? Say like he had a sick game, but then he fucked up for the goal. I allow that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's an error. Mistakes happen. I get it. But to just have an all-round shit game throughout the match, just it weren't his day. It weren't his day at all yesterday. If so much that people were asking to get him off the pitch at half-time, people were saying getting Rodri off. Like, he did not look good. He did not look good.
He was seriously poor. So, rating-wise, I mean, it was definitely worse than a 6. So I'm going to give him, he was at fault for the goal, which cost us the game. I thought it was slow, sluggish at times. I think he did get better as the game went on, but he was still poor, like, compared to his own standards. I'm going to give him a 3.5.
I was going to give him a 3. They actually give him a 1.9. A 1.9. I don't think that quite is the lowest we've ever had. I think Cancelo got a lot worse than that. I think Cancelo was in like a 0.7 or something now in the Liverpool game. So I don't think that one will ever be beaten. But they give him a 1.9. I give him a 3. He existed for 90 minutes. So, do you know what I mean? He didn't do things. He was just shit a lot of it.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Well, there you go. Let's continue. Then we've got Bernardo Silva, also played in the midfield. He played 84 minutes yesterday, had 96% pass accuracy. He had 54 touches of the ball, 5 crosses, all unsuccessful, one long ball, which was successful. He had 1 shot on target, 3 dribbles, 1 successful, 11 ground duels, 7 successful, lost possession 12 times. That's pretty much it as well. I thought I think, for me, I'm looking at that going, he worked hard, you know what I mean? I think he played quite well in terms of running around, getting on the ball, trying to make things happen. Didn't actually make anything happen, though, which was the actual main job.
He was driving forward on the ball, though. But
he was. But he didn't actually do anything.
He's never the guy to come up with goals and assists, though.
I know, but when he's playing in that role, that he needs to make things.
But then he's played that role before and doesn't.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that's what he needs to do. What else is he in the team for? He's playing in an attacking position. Of course, he's in there to get goals and assists.
He's in there for his energy and his work rate. He's in there for his energy and his work rate, and
which you give
to pop it off to the players and that, and keep the system, keep it all ticking over. I thought Bernardo put it in there. He put the effort in there. It was just like you say, there was no end product from him, but. I never really expect Bernardo to pull out like mad assists or worldies, you know what I mean? Every so often he'll surprise you with one. But he was driving forward quite a bit. But all in all, it was, like I say, it was an average performance from, I think, to be honest, from defence forward, I think it was an average performance.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a 6.
I'm going to give him a 6.
I thought he ran around. He gave effort, which is good, but really didn't really do anything with the ball. So I'm gonna give him a 6.
Yeah, they actually gave him a 4.8.
Okay, cool. Julian Alvarez got the start yesterday. Played 90 minutes in the game. Had 1 shot off target and 2 shots blocked. 1 dribble attempt unsuccessful. He had a 77% pass accuracy, misplacing 7 passes out of 30. 1 key pass, 2 crosses, both unsuccessful. He won 3 out of his 6 ground duels and 2 out of his 4 aerial duels. And made a couple of interceptions there as well. For me, probably similar to Bernardo.
I thought Alvarez could have been the one to be replaced by Kev. Probably should have been the one to be replaced by Kev. I can understand why he kept him on, though, for more firepower up top. I get that. But I just think, I mean, in fairness, he's probably the only one that actually tried to pop off shots.
Yeah, which I rate, you know what I mean? Which I rate. I thought he made himself energetic. He was running around. He was pressing. Love to see it. But again, just ultimately...
led to nothing.
In terms of what do we do when we got the ball, didn't really do too much. So again, I'm just going to hit him with that 6. I'm going to hit him with that standard 6.
Yeah. I'm fine for that. I'm fine for a 6 as well. They actually would give him a 5.4, which is just a bit better than Bernardo's 4.8.
Yeah, there we go. Right, we're into the attacking 3. I guess it's kind of weird because we just had Alvarez, but we are now into our attacking 3. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Let's get past 200 likes. Got 500 people in here. Let's get those likes up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, guys. So keep hitting that thumbs up button for us and subscribing for us. Right, let's start on the right hand side. We had Mahrez. He was the first to be subbed off after 59 minutes. He had 34 touches of the ball, 25 passes. 80% pass accuracy. To be fair, he only misplaced 5, so it is a little bit skewed. 1 cross, unsuccessful. 1 shot off target. 1 shot blocked, and he hit the woodwork once. And he won 2 out of his 4 ground duels. That's pretty much it. Quiet day at the office, but had our best chance of the game. Probably should have done a little bit better.
Had our best chance, but hit the crossbar. It's just dead, isn't it? It's dead. Dead going forward, but like I say, I think they're all being shagged by the system. I think it's so slow, and everyone's taking too many touches on the ball. It's recycle FC. It's recycle FC at the moment, and that's the way. Someone said it in the stream yesterday: sideways, backwards, and that's the way it was. That's the way it was yesterday again. But yeah, I think hindsight probably keep Mahrez on. I'd have taken Alvarez off and put KDB on. Even though KDB did stink the gaff out when he came on, I would have taken Alvarez off and put KDB on, not Mahrez off. But here's what it is. Mahrez didn't have
I can see why he did that though.
I could understand it. Keep Alvarez on, get more firepower up top.
That allows him to keep the 2 up top, and also basically you don't really lose too much because then Bernardo goes to the right wing. So I can understand why he did it. But yeah, in hindsight, maybe I don't know if it would have had a difference on the game. Probably wouldn't, but. Yeah, we had Mahrez then. Rating, I'm going to give him a 6.
I was going to give him a flat 6. I could probably go less since I didn't even play the full thingy, but yeah, 6 is fine for me. The Extra Club gave him a 5.
Okay.
Switching sides then?
Yeah. Jack Grealish played 90 minutes in the game. 69 touches, 36 passes, misplaced 2. That's a 94% pass accuracy, 1 key pass. 6 crosses, 2 successful. 1 shot off target, 4 dribbles, 3 successful. And he fucking hell defensively, I don't think I've ever seen one as high. 21 ground duels, 113. I've never seen any as much ground duels as that. 1 aerial duel, unsuccessful. Won 7 fouls in the game and lost the ball 12 times. Jack Grealish.
I think he's probably one of the only players that can walk away from that with head held high, actually. Yeah, I think he was very, very good yesterday. Emerson Royal did do very well dealing with him. Do you know what I mean? Credit where credit's due. Emerson Royal did mint. A lot of Spurs fans don't like Emerson Royal, but he did do well against Jack Grealish. But like I say, he actually put in effort. He actually put in so much effort in that game. You know what I mean? He was getting back, winning the ball back, creating fouls. Man was helping out defensively so much. And obviously, I know that's like, oh yeah, but you want him going forward in that. But end of the day, he put in effort. He put in a lot of effort yesterday. So you know, people are like, oh, Grealish agenda. I mean, people can say that. I'm not asked, innit? I think he was decent yesterday.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I thought defensively done well, worked hard, but a lot of the players worked hard. Quality in the final third could have been better. So I'm gonna give him a 7.1.
Yeah, I was gonna give him a 7. I think I was gonna go 7.
I'm giving him a 7.1 because then he's my man of the match.
Yeah, I'm giving a 7. He's my man of the match.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Jack Grealish. What did the Xtra Club give him?
The Xtra Club gave him a 6.4, and he is the Xtra Club member man of the match as well.
Fair enough. All right, final player then. Erling Haaland played 90 minutes in the game, had 0 shots in the whole game, had 0 dribbles. He had 16 passes, only misplaced 4 of them. 1 key pass. He won 2 out of his 5 ground duels and 1 out of his 2 aerial duels. I mean, played all right, but we didn't create nothing for him. So that if you don't create stuff for Haaland, he's largely ineffective. I mean, he can drop deep, he can get himself involved, and like he does well there. But like he isn't a Harry Kane, where Harry Kane can give you something in the game when you don't create chances. He can drop in this hole and help you out. He's not that guy. He is in the team for the sole purpose of standing in the penalty area and putting the ball in the net. That's his job. If you don't create chances for him, I'm going to say it, he's useless. He's almost useless.
I think that's what he is now. However, I don't think that's what Pep wants from him. I think Pep wants him to drop deep. I don't think Pep's saying to him, you stand in the box and stay there. Because every game we've seen recently, Haaland drops deep. I think Pep's trying to mould him into that Harry Kane role. I think he's trying to get that out of him. Haaland is dropping deep and he is trying to link up with the players and then he's going forward. There's a lot of times where he makes runs and no one ever passes the ball to him or tries to. Obviously, when you've not got Kev on the pitch, it's difficult to do that. And when teams sit back, but I think he's trying to basically replicate the Harry Kane thing. He was dropping deep loads yesterday and getting the ball back and popping it off. So I think that's the way. That's the long term way you'll see Haaland. I think you'll keep seeing that. Like I say, he was rubbish yesterday because he didn't get any service. Now, is that his fault? Not really, because no one was passing him the ball. Like we created no chances for Haaland. It's not like he got chances and missed them and binned it. None of that. But end of the day, he was ineffective. He was ineffective. Now, would I have taken him off the pitch because he was ineffective? No. It's not his fault that he was ineffective. It's just the rest of the team couldn't create a single chance for him. Not a single chance. But I don't remember a single chance for Haaland.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. That's the way it is at the moment. Personally, I was going to give Haaland a 5 because he didn't do anything.
I'm giving him a 6.
Yeah. So obviously, Grealish got a 7 for me. Haaland got a 5. Alvarez got a 6. I mean, so that's the way I looked at it. Extra Club give him a 5 as well. which goes against the base rating, bro. You've gone with the base rating.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone with the Haaland calculator, 6, and then 1.5 per goal. You've gone with the calculator.
Yeah, I've gone with it. Because I just don't think, like, I can't negatively impact him if nobody created a chance for him. Like you said, like, if someone created a chance for him and he didn't score, then yeah, fair dues. But the guy didn't have a single shot. That's not his fault. So I can't negatively impact him because the rest of the team is shit and can't create the best striker in the world a single chance in 90 minutes. So that's why I've just given him a 6, man.
Yeah.
What did the Xtra give him?
A 5.
5. Okay, cool. I don't know if we want to do the subs. Do you want to do the subs?
There's only 2.
Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne stunk the gaff out. He was shit when he came on.
I thought he actually. I don't know if this is true because I probably would need to watch the game back again. But at the time, I remember saying I almost thought he made us worse when he came on.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I remember saying it. Now, if that's true, I don't know because I obviously yesterday you're talking with emotion during the game. You say shit that might not be true, but I remember saying in the game the guys made us fucking worse, man. But whether that was actually true, I don't know. Gundogan was only on for 6 minutes, man, so can't really shout out.
Yeah, well, they both got 4.6s. However, I mean, Gundogan was barely on the pitch for any of the time. Didn't seem to do anything, obviously, because he was barely on the pitch. And De Bruyne obviously got a 4.6 as well, and he was terrible. He was
you know what's a really, really sad thing is Andy Hoyle in the chat says Kevin looked not interested, and I expect him to leave. You know what? I didn't think he looked interested yesterday.
He looked pissed off. And did you see that there was a thingy after the match and he was going over to Son and he was like complaining to Son. Now, I don't know if it was about like, he was clearly not happy anyway. He was complaining about shit, but not like he was complaining about something that Son had done.
Yeah.
But he was just chatting shit and he looked pissed off when he was on the bench as well. And he might have just been pissed off because he didn't start the game, but he didn't look happy. He did not look happy, but I mean, it doesn't look happy camp at the moment at City. Everything looks a little bit like the boat has been rocked. So I don't really know. I feel like they're not giving off the right energy, bro. The energy around this club, this is prior to the news today as well. The energy around the club just doesn't seem right at the moment. Something's off, man. Which ain't good. And then obviously now they've got all this shit on it, which it makes it even worse. Pep rating, bro. They actually gave him a 2.6. Obviously, to fair, because it's a system, bro. He's going to keep getting low ratings when it's a system.
I'm really, really fucking torn here because, like, on one hand, Pep's like, I can't play players that are not like invested in the situation and are miserable or
Smile
whatever,
FC,
right? But and I want to back it, and I have backed it, and I want to back it. But I have one serious problem with it: is that we will not be winning football matches, or we will win very few football matches, or struggle to win if you continue to play Akanji, Ake, Kyle Walker. You have to have John Stones or Laporte in that team. If you don't, see you later. We don't create no chances with them in. You've got to. They just pass the ball to each other. Just go. There's a reason why Akanji's got a 98% pass accuracy. It's not because he's fucking mint. It's just because he passes the ball right, left, and to Rodri.
The thing for me, right? And yeah, that is one of the issues. But the thing for me is, I get that these players are unhappy, but the players are unhappy because they're not playing. And these are our better players that you're looking at. Laporte, one of the best centre backs in world football. Diaz, one of the best centre-backs in world football. Do you know what I mean? I get they might be unhappy, but they're also unhappy because they're not playing. So play them, make them happy. Do you know what I mean? It's two birds in one stone. Just play the players. I get that they're not all smiley right now. You know what I mean? And getting about the pitch and in the training ground. And they might be like causing a bit of a fuss and that. And that's shit. But end of the day, these are your best players. At this current time, we don't start with our best team. We start with the happiest team, or the team that do you know what I mean, that Pep thinks is fighting for the badge and that. Do you know what I mean? But we need to be playing our best players if we want anything to do with this league.
Yeah,
like Diaz, Laporte needs to be playing 100%. We need to all the best players need to be in the side. Like, and I feel like we're taking a hit because some players just aren't happy. Maybe Kev didn't start yesterday because he didn't turn up to training and smiling.
Yeah.
And then he was on the bench not smiling, innit? So he's not going to start the next game because he was on the bench not smiling. You know what I mean? It's all happy family FC where I just want a bit of surety. Yeah, you're playing. You've been shit. Prove me wrong. Or do you know what I mean? You just got to play them into form kind of situation. I just think we can't continue with the way that we're going right now, or else obviously this is sidestepping from all the sanctions, the Premier League statement. But if we want a chance to finish in top 4 without that, then we can't continue to play like this, because if we do, we'll fall out of it rapid. They're not far behind us.
No.
This spot isn't safe at this moment in time. Like it feels safe because you're second in league. It feels safe. Feels like guaranteed Champions League next year, but that's not it. Like we could go into next weekend third, and you start slipping down the table a little bit. And I don't want that for the team. I don't want that. Something needs to give.
Well, you need to get Laporte back in the team.
We need something. This system needs to change, man. It's shit.
Do people here, right? Do you honestly believe, right, that if you got Laporte, Stones back in this team with Kyle Walker and Ake or Gomez at left back, whatever, and you played your standard midfield of Rodri, Gundogan, Kev, or Rodri, Bernardo, Kev, and get Foden in there with Haaland and whatever other winger, you genuinely believe that we wouldn't create chances? We would create chances. The reason we've not created chances in these games is because we're sticking with Ake and Akanji, and Laporte's nowhere to be seen. People will keep on saying, our attack shit, our midfield shit. It starts at the back.
I do agree, though. Our midfield has been shit as well. Like that is a problem as well. They're all taking well too long on the ball.
But they're just met with brick wall, because when they get the ball, when Laporte's on the pitch or Stones is on the pitch, they can get the ball to the midfield by bypassing the opposition's attack or their midfield, and they'll get them into better spots. Whereas by the time, it takes about 5 minutes for our midfield to get the ball, because it's got to go around the carousel at the back between our back 4 / inverted fullback. By the time it gets to someone like a Kevin De Bruyne or a Gundogan or a Bernardo or whoever it is, they're just faced with four midfielders and 4 defenders. It's like, well, what am I meant to do now? We've got to be quicker moving the ball. And the only way we're going to be quicker moving the ball from the back is by getting John Stones and Laporte back in that team. John Stones isn't going to be back till the end of the month, maybe a little bit longer. And Laporte's clearly out of favour. I'm telling you now, Laporte's gone at the end of the season. He's gone. See you later, pal. Because there's no way he's going to stay at this football club. There's no way. He's not going to stay at this football club when he's on the bench.
What's the point? When he
can walk in front of him.
He can walk into most sides. We said this yesterday. The guy can walk into most sides. So why would he just happy sit here and be on the bench? And then now with all this shit going on as well, I mean, he's gone. He's gone. Like, because he could start week in, week out consistently with a consistent centre-back partnership. Now, Tolmy on Blue Moon Forum said that Laporte and Bernardo off to Barcelona. We actually had a look at the situation last night after the stream at the centre-back situation at Barcelona, and Tiny now Laporte would walk into that team. He'd walk straight in. He'd be their main starting centre-back week in, week out with Araujo, 100%. And it just stinks at the moment. Like I said, the energy is just shit. Something's got to change. I'd love it, bro. I'd just love it to play Diaz, Laporte. Let's go to a back 4, man. Diaz, Laporte, Walker right back, Ake left back. Fine for it. Fine for Ake to be our left back, man. The guy's got a bit of pace about him. Not the fastest in the world, but do you know what I mean? He does good. He puts in a shift defensively, and then you just.
But the defense isn't the issue. The defense isn't the issue right now. The issue is the attack.
But you just said the defense. You've just been saying the defense is the issue.
No. So the defense is the issue in terms of build-up play, not defensively in terms of defending.
I get that, but I'm saying go back to a normal back 4, and then just go back to old system, not this back 3. Everyone recycles possession and that. We need to go back to a back 4, and the players shouldn't be taking more than 1 or 2 touches on this ball. 1 or 2 touches, pop it off. Get it out your feet. Get the speed and the momentum of the game back up. Control the way that the game's being played, like the speed at what you want it to play. Because at this moment in time, we don't do that. It's slow. I think we're actually ranked 20th as the slowest build-up play team in the league.
There you go. It's proof. It's proof that the build-up play is a serious issue.
We need to.
If you just still don't think that build-up play is an issue in this team, I just don't think you've been watching this football team. Or if you have, you've not been watching it for very long. Because one of the things that's made us so great over the last years is our build-up play from the back. Getting the ball, moving it into good areas. Right now, we don't have that.
It's so dead. It's so dead.
But people will go, oh, well, Ake and Akanji aren't a problem. They defend really well. Yeah, they do defend really well. Going forward, they're shit.
I do think... It's got him all there as well. I wouldn't mind if it was working, but it isn't. Yeah, I wouldn't mind this. I wouldn't mind it if it was working. We was getting results in, week out, and we look decent. No one would be complaining at all. It's just the way that we don't create chances, and we're still, and there's no build up, and it's very, very, very slow. It's very slow. So for me, I honestly, I just want this team to speed up a bit, man. Speed up a bit. Stop holding on to the ball for ages. So hold on to the ball for ages and just like stood there not knowing what to do. Like at the end of that game, bro, I can get it at the end of the game yesterday. I can get why they were just stood there looking around, because at that point, absolutely none of them knew what to do. And that's not good. That is not a good sign that we'd run out of ideas. In this system, every player just like, yeah, well, it's not working. So we just keep trying and trying again. Like they're just trying the same thing over and over and over. And I get Pep likes patient build up, and I get that. I get he likes patient build-up and breaking down the defence. But the key is we're not breaking down the defence. So then all it becomes is us passing it around the back until they counter-attack us. And then when they counter-attack us, because we've had the ball for ages, we're committing man forward to bring in an extra man to help us out. It makes it easy for them to just walk through. Like Tottenham shouldn't have won 1-0. They should have won more than 1-0. They had chances.
Yeah, no, I agree. Big up to JV with a super chat. Says first 10 minutes was exceptional. Then Rodri happened. Yeah, another mistake, mate. Another error to goal. He's cost us 4 points. 4 points? Yeah, 4 points. 3 points. Yeah, he's cost us 3 points this season, because obviously he cost us 2 points against Everton and he cost us a point yesterday. So that's 3 points he's cost us. Sinathan says Haaland needs a fucking ball in front of him. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I agree. And
did it cost us 3 points yesterday?
No, because we didn't score, so we would have got a point.
Oh no, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Sinathan, our wingers by name only, useless. Yeah, they need to do more. They both need to do. Well, the thing is with Mahrez, when Mahrez is like affecting games, he is sick. Obviously, he does affect the games, but
Mahrez gets you goals and assists. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Grealish, yeah, he worked hard, but I've seen people on Twitter, that was his best game in his City shirt.
I don't think it's his best game in a City shirt. I think he did well. But I don't think it's his best game in a City shirt.
It was a decent performance. Let's not get ourselves carried away.
Like, he can hold his head up high after that match, definitely, but that's not his best game.
No, and it still needs massively to improve. Like, he still did very little going forward. Massam also with the 2 says it takes City 3 to 5 business days to attack.
Yeah, that's true, that Massam, innit? We don't have that first class delivery. We have standard delivery. And as a result, we're now going to get delivered back to League One. We're getting delivered a handful of shit off the Premier League today. That came first class. Jesus.
Yeah, crazy, man. Right, that's your play ratings. Let's talk a little bit about what's happened this morning. Obviously, I've already given you my opinion, so you've had time to digest this, Bray. I was very envious, man. What's your sort of?
You know what's annoying as well? I woke up and you've been live for about 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
And I seen your message. I woke up and then I seen your message. I checked and you'd been live for 5 minutes. And I was like, fuck's sake, because I've just missed it. I think it's a shit situation. I think it's a very, very, very shit situation. We can't go to Cass, which a bit of an L in that, but also the club are coming out and saying it with chest. There's confidence around the club. Mike Minay's come out and said the club believe that everything will be fine, and they're giving this energy. And I have no reason not to believe the club at this moment in time. If they say they have irrefutable evidence, so we're absolutely chill, then it is what it is. Now, Afterwards, if we do get done, and then it turns out the club are lying to us, that's when everything will fucking go to shit. Because then the club's then lying to the fans, saying that they've got irrefutable evidence. The club's lying to Pep. That's when things will happen. Like Pep will probably walk, stuff like that, because the trust is gone from the board. I think it's terrible. And the worst part for me, is it's the whole defamation thing. It's just gonna like, because as fans, that's all you're gonna hear now for as long as this goes on. I almost want it to be over now. Do you know what I mean? Like right now, just give us a decision right now. Just tell us, innit? But obviously they're not going to do that because the club needs to go back to the Premier League, and obviously there'll be a back and forth between them. But it's just going to take time. This, it's just gonna take time, which is annoying. So it's more of like, it pissed me off. It just pissed me off. Am I gutted? No, because nothing's happened yet. Will I be gutted if we get relegated? Yeah, of course I will. Of course I will. And then and everything that comes with that. Do I think it's going to have an effect on City going forward? Yeah, definitely, because this is going to loom around us. All press conferences now. Do you know how all press conferences used to be about Haaland? It'll always be about this now for weeks. That's just the way it'll be. So it is what it is, and it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, Humo, I was just about to say that. It's going to be interesting to see in summer. Well, if this is still going on in summer, which you'd imagine it probably will be, with how long these things usually take, what's that going to mean for the players that we want to buy? Are they going to want to come to a club where they don't even know the situation?
Because you'd put clauses in the contract, wouldn't you? You put a clause.
Yeah, to say if the club had got chest, like if the club a little bit like, oh yeah, we might be guilty here, boys. They'd be like, yeah, no point going for them because we're gonna get done. Like the club are coming out for the club are coming out with chest, but I guess they have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. They have to. Everything they've said this morning. You know, some of the stuff that they've said this morning might not because it's true. It's because that's what they have to say.
They have to give that stance.
They're not going to come out and be like, oh, shit, we might be in the mud here, fans.
sorry, everyone. We might have been done here.
The only thing that they didn't have to do, which they did do, was the language that they used was extremely strong. That's saying they've got irrefutable evidence. That, to me, tells me that they've got evidence which will blow this out the water.
And yeah, that and the second sentence or the third paragraph kind of thing, the last thing that they say is that they're looking forward to put this to bed once and for all. Like basically, like they're sick of this kind of thing, and that gives confidence. That gives confidence from them that we're gonna put it to bed. It's done. Like, and then it's out the way, and no one can come at us again and just prove everything is fine. Now, the issue is how long it goes on for. Like that's my issue in this, because the longer it goes on, the more the media circus spirals.
Well, if you think of what's going to happen now, okay, so what's happened is the person who's going to lead the commission has now been announced.
It's the guy from Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called Murray Rossen. He's obviously a solicitor, a lawyer, whatever. And he's going to head the independent commission. So he's now going to select other people to come on this panel. What they will then do is they will have a look at all the evidence that the Premier League have got. They will obviously, City will have their chance to defend that and respond to them and show what they claim to be irrefutable evidence. That's what City is saying. They've got irrefutable evidence, which means that they have evidence which effectively, it destroys any sort of allegation against them. That's what they're saying. And then once all that's been done, which will take months, and some people say it could even take years, a decision will then be made by the panel to decide what exactly is the punishment for Manchester City. And the punishment can be anything from fine, reprimand, it can be points deduction, and that wouldn't be in previous seasons. So people saying that you get stripped of the titles, that's highly unlikely. That's
not a thing.
They could decide to kick us out the league, and therefore we'd have to start in lower leagues again or whatever. I don't know what the full situation is there. There's basically a range of possibilities that they have. Now, City are not allowed to appeal this to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, which we did when we got done from UEFA. However, they still are allowed to appeal should they not like the decision that is made. But obviously, all that will come out at a later date when we find out what the decision is.
Yeah. Senathan Bifotinzar says, LMAO, they want to sanction the title to Arsenal. It is the Arsenal Donny. It is the Arsenal Donny who's on this. Oliver Sampson with a 5 says, to be fair to him, LB, for me, Grealish, Mahrez and Alvarez have been the 3 players of late that give me hope for a goal when they're on the pitch. Yeah, that is fair.
I don't disagree with that. All I said is I think he needs to do more. I think that's a fair comment.
Sam Lee's come out. This was 41 minutes ago, though. And this is basically on what you're saying. He says City are able to launch an appeal against the Premier League charges if they wanted to. So we can appeal against it, which obviously we are going to. A new independent panel will be assembled for it, which is what that guy's for, in it. This new panel. Or is it different? An independent panel? Is that something different? Or is it? I'm not sure. But anyway, a new independent panel will be assembled for it with the evidence being examined again. Yep. Mike Keegan did say there's confidence within the City camp that they'll prevail. So,
which again, they have to say.
Yeah.
They have to now say, unfortunately, we're in a situation where, let me break something to you. City have to give us the good news, innit? City have to be saying, oh yeah, everything's going to be fine. We're going to win. We've got everything. They have to say this shit, yeah? They have to, because otherwise, what's the fucking point? They might as well just say, let's not get this guy. We've done it. Plead guilty, and then see what the punishment for the crime is. The fact is, they obviously want to try and defend this, so they've got to put out these statements. It could be true, it could not. We don't know. This is the thing, and we will only find out obviously when the full facts of all this situation will come out. Well, that won't be for a very, very long time, unfortunately.
Now, believe this as you will. Ptolemy is obviously. I mean, people have their own opinions, and that I'm fine for it. It's got a lot of good things for us, like recently. But he said on Blue Moon Farm, he said he's spoken to a friend inside the CFG. He said they're not worried, and neither should we be. There are no surprises. Khaldun will burn down the entire Premier League house if it comes to it. So I think it's more of the timing that's the surprise. I mean, the timing just today, like that, bang, straight away this morning. But believe it as you will, as I say.
Yeah, well, let's just see what happens. It is what it is, I suppose. But there you go. There's the bit of an update. You got Jordan's opinion on it now as well. You've had your player ratings. Buzzing. Sick deal. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sure we'll get more information coming out from this as the day goes on. Unfortunately, this is something that's now going to drag over our football club for a long time, which is real unfortunate. Doesn't do us any favours, but we have to do what we have to do. The club have to defend this if they feel that they're innocent. Not a completely sick source, but apparently Zishan said City had people there at 6 a.m. this morning at the Etihad Stadium.
Which probably leads it to believe it. They kind of expected it to be announced today then. Yeah,
exactly. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But guys, there you go. There's your update. I did a full 2-hour breakdown this morning. So if you've got time, you want more information, you're best off going there and checking out that stream that we did this morning. But yeah, other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And guys, we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.